सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ओम नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शंकराय च महेश्वराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ओ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या भक्ति विद्या योग विद्या धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्याम उमामहेश्वराभ्याम वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्राभ्याम वाल्मीकि तुलसीदासाभ्याम नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास महर्षे नमः। रामचंद्र स्वामिनः भक्तेभ्यो रामायण आचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सर्वेषां तेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवदर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व एकता सनातन संस्थापकानां दिग्विजयार्थम श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणमध्ययनं रामचंद्र स्वामिनः सहस्रनामावल्याः पारायणं गीतायाः पारायणमध्ययनं पारायणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्री रामनाम संकीर्तनम्। ओम श्रीराम जय जय राम 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 जय राम जय राम। ओम नमोस्तु रामाय स लक्ष्मणाय देवे च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोस्तु चंद्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायण शास्त्रम उत्तरकांडम षष्ठः सर्गः। श्री महादेव उवाच। मित्रों, we are studying Adhyatma Ramayanam, Uttarakandam, 6th Sarga. In this, Kusha asking Valmikiji the Jnanam regarding what and why and how the bondage and how to get liberation. So, beautifully in simple words, our Valmiki Bhagwan started answering, which is a nichod and nutshell of all Tattva Jnanas Shastras, in which the only purpose is to teach why we get bound, how we get bound, and how to get liberated. Bandha Moksha Vicharana is the main topic of our Vedanta Shastras, Moksha Shastras. Essence of all that, the small child asked unhesitatingly to him and through him to all of us, Bhagavan Vyasa Valmikiji has indicated. We are into the study of that most profound, simply put but profound topic. So let us chant from verse 38. Om Bhagavan Shrotumichhami Sankshepat Bhavato देहिनः संसृतेर्बन्धः कथमुत्पद्यते दृढः कथं विमुच्यते देहि दृढबन्धात् भवाभिधात् वक्तुमर्हसि सर्वज्ञ मह्यं शिष्याय ते मुने। वाल्मीकिरुवाच शृणु वक्ष्यामि ते सर्वं संक्षेपात् बन्धमोक्षयोः स्वरूपं साधनं चापि मत्तः श्रुत्वा यथोदितम् तथैवाचर भद्रं ते जीवन्मुक्तो भविष्यसि। देह एव महागेहम् अदेहस्य चिदात्मनः तस्याहंकार एवासीत् मन्त्री तेनैव कल्पितः। देहगेहाभिमानं स्वं समारोप्य चिदात्मनि तेन तादात्म्यमापन्नः स्वचेष्टितमशेषतः विदधाति चिदानन्दे तद्वासितव बहु स्वयं। तेन संकल्पितो देहि संकल्पनिगडावृतः पुत्रदारगृहादीनि संकल्पयति चानिशम् संकल्पयन् स्वयं देहि परिशोचति सर्वदा त्रयस्तस्याहमो देहाः अधमोत्तममध्यमाः तमः सत्वरजः संज्ञाः जगतः कारणं स्थितेः तमोरूपाद्धिसङ्कल्पात् नित्यं तामसचेष्टया अत्यन्तं तामसो भूत्वा कृमिकीटत्वमाप्नुयात् सत्वरूपो हि सङ्कल्पः धर्मज्ञानपरायणः अदूरमोक्षसाम्राज्यः सुखरूपो हि तिष्ठति स्रजोरूपो हि सङ्कल्पः लोके सव्यवहारवान् परितिष्ठति संसारे पुत्रदारानुरञ्जितः त्रिविधं तु परित्यज्य रूपमेतत् महामते सङ्कल्पं परमाप्नोति पदमात्मपरीक्षये दृष्टिः सर्वाः परित्यज्य नियम्य मनसा सह सबाह्याभ्यन्तरार्थस्य सङ्कल्पस्य क्षयं कुरु यदि वर्षसहस्राणि तपश्चरसि दारुणं पातालस्तस्य भूस्तस्य स्वर्गस्थस्यापि ते नघ नान्यः उपायोऽस्ति सङ्कल्प वशं सङ्कल्प उपशमादरुते अनाबाधे विकारे स्वे सुखे परमपावने सङ्कल्पोपशमे यत्नं पौरुषेण परं कुरु सङ्कल्पतन्तौ निखिलाः भावाः प्रोताः किलानघा भिन्ने तन्तौ न जानीमः क्वयान्ति विभवाः पराः निस्सङ्कल्पो यथा प्राप्त व्यवहारपरो भव क्षये सङ्कल्पजालस्य जीवो ब्रह्मत्वमाप्नुयात् अधिगतपरमार्थतामुपेत्य प्रसभमपास्य विकल्पजालम् उच्छैः अधिगमय परं तदद्वितीयं विततसुखाय सुषुप्तचित्तवृत्तिः इति श्रीमदध्यात्मरामायणान्तर्गत उमामहेश्वरसंवादे उत्तरकाण्डे षष्ठः सर्गः समाप्तः. So the way disciple Kusha with humbleness, devotion, surrender, approaching the Guru Valmikiji, putting up in front of him with the best of the humbleness and attitude, the best of question or jignasa, and expresses his desire of wanting to listen and know. Bhagavan Shrotumichhami, I am desirous of knowing, listening. Sankshepat Bhavataha, in short, from you, but everything. About what? Dehinah samsritehe bandhaha drudaha katamutpadyate. How the strong bondage is happening to Dehi, samsara bondage. Katham vimuchyate Dehi drudabandhat bhavabhidat. From the samsara named strongest of the bondage, how this Dehi can get liberated. He Sarvagna, O Lord of all-knowing, Vaktumarhasi, you deserve to tell me, Mahyam, to me, Te Shishyaya, I am your disciple, He Mune. By saying this, just like that, Valmiki will not believe the words when Kusha says, कि मैं आपका शिष्य हूँ. By saying, then he knows in and out of the Kusha and Lava. Therefore, what he said, 100% agreeable to him. Then only he accepted the Gurutva and answered this. ये टेस्टेड है दोनों बच्चे by वाल्मीकि जी, trained है, tested है. Therefore, for him, their words are straight away acceptable when they say we are your disciples. But in our case, your and mine, go to some महात्मा and say कि हम आपके शिष्य हैं, आप हमारे गुरु बनो, और straight away बताइए what is bondage, moksha, a guru worth matured, worth name, fame, or worth real gurutva. You will not just accept it. You may tell your Shishya, I am Guru, what lakshanas you have of a Shishya, especially towards me, if you choose me as the Guru. They all have to be tested. है ना, जस्ट लाइक आर्मी में ज्वाइन होना है, ऐसे थोड़ी ले लेते हैं आपको. हाइट, वेट, चेस्ट, स्टेमिना, एजुकेशन सब देखे जाते हैं. Only when we are qualified, we are given entry. Here also, I am your Shishya. It's not a sympathy and emotion. हमें आपका शिष्य पढ़ाओ. हमें शिष्य के लक्षण है क्या कुछ? Do you have them? उपसन्नाय सम्यक प्रशांत चित्ताय शमान्विताय. In other texts, मुमुक्षवे साधु यथोक्त कारणे. वो मुमुक्षु होना चाहिए. He should be sadhu with all noble qualities. Yathoktari is the biggest qualification of a disciple. Yathoktari. Whatever is said, that is done. That alone is done. When something is said not to be done, he will not do. Whether it is vyavahara, whether it is sadhana, whether in between, any of the good bad qualities to be gained or to be removed from the heart. Yathoktari. These Kushalama were trained by the mother. They are children of Rama. So all those disciples anyway will be there. Valmikiji himself brought him up. And the whole atmosphere was of the ashrama vatavaran. There were other disciples who were also equally disciplined and learned. There were all of that affected in the children to be qualified and to be humble. Therefore, humbly they express the qualification that we are your Shishya. Please teach us this knowledge. What knowledge? Ki what is bandhanam? What is moksha? Katham vimuchyate dehi dudabandhan bhavamida. How the bondage has come. Dehina samster bandha duda katham utpadyate. How the strong bondage happens to the jivas, dehi. So too, katham vimuchyate dehi dudabandhat bhavamida. The samsara named strong bondage. From that, how a dehi, a sadhaka jiva can come out, can free himself from that bondage. वक्तुमर्हसि सर्वज्ञ मह्यम शिष्याय ते शिष्याय. I'm your disciple, please tell. Then, as it is said in Mundaka Upanishad, येन प्रशांत चित्ताय समान्वितः तत्वोपदेशम कृपयैव कुर्यात्. In all Upanishad said that if the disciple is undeserving, hey Guru, you have all the rights to reject that. You don't have the right to reject if a completely deserved person, disciple comes. तस्मै स विद्वान् उपसन्नाय सम्यक् प्रशांत चित्ताय शमान्विताय तत्त्वतो ब्रह्म विद्यां येन येन he said तस्मै स विद्वान् उपसन्नाय सम्यक् प्रशांत चित्ताय शमान्विताय. To him the Guru, without saying no, he must teach him the Brahma Vidya. Okay. Yena aksharam purusham veda satyam pravachatam tattvato Brahma Vidya. So that by which the Akshara Tattva is known, that Brahma Vidya, as a rule, the Guru has to teach to disciple. So here the disciple very young but asked but is qualified to. So he should, when he asked it, Guru knows his duty responsibilities to communicate the Brahma Jnana or Moksha Jnana when a deserving disciple comes. Therefore, Valmiki Ruvach. And in Valmiki's precise, sweet instructions, Every instruction required to be received has been received by the disciple Kusha and Lava. They don't need to be told thousand things thousand times. समझदार को इशारा काफी. So for Shunu, don't run away after asking the question. It is your responsibility to listen. Shunu. Then Sarvam Shunu. ते सर्वम वक्ष्यामि तुम सर्वम सुनो. सब बताऊंगा सब सुनो. Sankshepat. Because you asked and I too have don't have time. Sankshepa here I tell you. What exactly you asked, that exactly I tell you. Bandha mokshayo. Now as we are coming to the end of Adhyatma Ramayana, like in the earlier chapters, Sargas, no time for the elaborate explanation. Text wise. Occasion wise also, they have come for attending Ashwamedhadi Yajna. They can't just sit in the ashram and go on doing satsang. Occasion wise also there is less time. Text wise also coming to conclusion. Therefore, the teaching should be precise but should have the quintessence of whatever is to be heard or learned. That's how the प्रश्न का संक्षेपता है इसमें उत्तर का संक्षेपता है. Way of teaching is संक्षेप, but the teachings are not less, they are complete. So the way of asking is sankshepa, but the asked question is all inclusive. Same way, the Guru's instructions before listening are very precise, but they are all inclusive. First, Shrunu, Sarvam Shrunu, and Sankshepat Shrunu. I am teaching you what you exactly asked, that alone, Bandha Mokshayoho. So, Bandha Mokshayoho Sarvam Sankshepat Te Vakshyami Shrunu. शिष्य ने कहा मुझे बताया आपके शिष्य हूँ. उन्होंने कहा मैं तुमको संक्षेप बता रहा हूँ सुनो. By this, the art of communication, humbleness, responsibility, है ना. एकांत में बैठे थे गुरु. He may have not had entered into the karma kshetra mood of mind. So at that time when disciple came, the topic is that only from where the Valmikiji just came, that the Dhyana Samadhi. So he had, first of all, from the question standpoint, he had no hesitation to answer. Second is relatively free. Third, the disciple, the way he asked for the qualification he has got. Fifth, when such disciple comes, the Shruti Mata's order to any guru is he must to teach. Otherwise, it will be sin of omission. That's why Yavaraj also postponed his works. When Nachiketa came asked Brahma Vidya, he sat there and taught him there. Shukadevji stopped his wandering at one place, he stayed taught. Krishna also just took up the chance and gave the entire Gita because the disciple was ready disciple है तो उनको सिखाना गुरु का रूल होता है. Why we are repeatedly seeing this is when we deserve with all our qualities, the Lord will send or will come in the form of a guru to teach us. So therefore don't take tension about that. Take tension about how to become qualified. So don't wait for Valmiki to come. He will come in life. You just learn from Kusha how we have to be disciplined and ready to know the truth, having all the exclusive jignasa. Such a small age you are so qualified. So no vasanas, no karma phalapeksha, no importance to things and beings, purna vairagya. These are the things when we have, these are all the negative side, positive side, उतना ही intensely. Negative means the व्यतिरेक side. उतना इंटेंस से wanting to know the truth वाला जिज्ञासा भी होना है. Then Guru will come in our life. Same way, when we lose the jignasa wanting to know, Guru also goes away from our life. Guru never goes away, but अंदर जो शैतान कीड़ा घुस जाता है, which will make us discontinue our Shastra Shravan. May it not happen in our lives at least. Now, having he said now, he says कि शृणु वक्ष्यामि ते सर्वं संक्षेपात् बन्धमोक्षयोः स्वरूपं साधनं च अपि. I'll tell you why Vandana, how moksha, then sadhana also. Mattah Shrutva, having heard from him, Yatha Uditam, as I told you, Tata Eva Achara, do it as it is. Bhadram Te, everything will be auspicious to you. Jivan Mukta Bhavishyasi. You will live. Now, disciple also has full faith in Guru, his Tapashakti, his Jnanam. There's no doubt. Therefore, Guru knows he has faith on him. He says, definitely you do as I say, you will become Jivan Mukta. Now, from this type of sentence, what even I have to grasp is this answer given by Valmikiji. When as it is practiced, we become Jivan Mukta. That much powerful are these shlokas. The sadhana in that. The teachings are simple, but that sadhana when we do, जीवन मुक्तो भविष्य. So यथा मया उदितम तथा एव आचरा ते भद्रम जीवन मुक्तो भविष्य. जैसा मैंने कहा वैसा ही तुम आचरण करो, तुमको जीवन मुक्ति होगी. So Valmiki is telling Sukadev ji applicable to all of us also. So if we are not even at the level of Shuka, the Kusha here, in our qualifications, surrenders, we will not even ask this question. If we ask, we will not be given answer by the Guru. Even if he gives, we don't listen it. Even if it is heard, we don't understand. Even if it's understood, we still go back to samsara. We never practice them till we get the moksha. That's how thousands and thousands of people study Vedanta from the Guru, but other than doing sadhana, they do only the samsaric things. Again, how many gurus are talking on tattva? How many disciples are listening? Thousands, lakhs, millions in number. But their vyavahara is samsaric only. Then finally, इसलिए qualification like Nachiketa or here Kusha, commitment to know and do sadhana. And in Guru saying ki yatha uditam tata kuru jivan mukta bhavishyasi, there it is Shakti also given anugraha. The Shakti of Valmiki Vasishta is eternally there. If you and I are also committed for these sadhanas, that Shakti blessings come to us also. Okay. Now, in this Nam, four topics are there, three or four or five. First topic is Bandhana Moksha is explained. Second topic is three types of Ahankara explained. Fourth type is all the drama happens because of your Sankalpa. Therefore, stop doing Sankalpa of the worldliness. Start doing the Sankalpa of the Lord. In the vehicle of Sankalpa of the world, you enter into the worldly life, even the world is not there. And in the same way, the Sankalpa of the divinity, in traveling in the aeroplane of Sankalpa, you enter into the divine experience, which is reality. Therefore, even the Sankalpa is not required. That's why even that Sankalpa also transcended. Here, the teachings are simple, but the thing that are teachings to be taken very seriously. Point is that कभी बताने वाले बातें सिंपल होते हैं पर उनको सीरियसली लेकर करना होता है. लाइक डॉक्टर सिंपल कहते हैं कि सुबह दोपहर शाम ले लो दवा 1 महीने के लिए सिंपल बट सीरियसली यू हैव टू टेक मेडिसिन टू कम आउट ऑफ दोस क्रॉनिक डिसीजेस लॉन्ग लास्टिंग डिसीजेस congenital problems. Which some of the things are there which need long medication. BP ho, sugar ho, any imbalance in the body's functionings, कुछ होते हैं. And some diseases which come even in infections. Some infections need 10 day, 15 day. Some bigger infections, the lung related problem जब होते हैं, pneumonia type and all, liver related होते हैं, so to the leprosy related, long time you have to take those medicines. Thank God वो eradicate हो गया. इंडिया में अभी भी है, but 20 years back we have declared India to be free from these TBs and leprosies. बट थोड़ा थोड़ा होते हैं, कई दूसरे देश से लाते हैं, छोटे देशों से यार, they just get mutated and mutation, then they come. So they for them 6 महीने 1 साल 2 साल ऐसे लेते हैं दवा बेचारे. Same way, this sadhana eternally to be done till the experience comes. Okay, then bandha vichara. Very simple. Deha eva mahageha. This body itself is house. Mahageham. Big house. Because it is there for 80, 90 years and it becomes cause for continuously getting same dehas again and again. Therefore, it's called as Mahageham. Like morning, Sarvabhauma Mahavratam. Jati Deshakala Samaya Avachinnaha Sarvabhauma Mahavratam. You listen today's Adhana. These are also Mahageham. Deha eva Mahageham. Body itself is a huge house. For whom? Adehasya Chidatmana. For the pure conscious self who is not having any deha, shape or form or name. No, in this again, Pravesha Shruti and then Upalabdhisthana. We should be able to recognize in this sentence. If you have really studied Taittiriya Upanishad, our also Aitareya Upanishad. Adehasya means what? All pervading. Chidatmanaha means Sachidananda is nature. Deha eva geha maha means what? Body is the abode. For what? When you say is all pervading, and again when you say is abode is body, are we not contradicting? Yeah, but what is the matlab of that? He is though adeha chidatma. From that standpoint, is though all pervading. By saying that he is deha is mahageha for him, what he said is in this very deha he is upalabdha. He is available. In that again, subsequent, here it's not mentioned, but you studied Upanishads in this Stula Deha, in Sukshma Deha. Within the Sukshma Deha, in Vijnanamaya. Isn't it? In that Vijnanama Kosha, Karta, Bhokta, Drashta, Jnata, Manta, Vijnata, he is there in that form. He has to be recognized. That is our sadhana part. Avito, the bandhana is being taught. How the bandhana happens. Very beautifully said. Very simply said. So this is a body. This is a place of availability for the Brahman or the Atman, the Chidatma, who is Adeha without Rupa Nama. He is available everywhere. He is present everywhere, but not available everywhere. In that his presence everywhere may the heart within his body is a place where he is available. साधना के दृष्टि से वो साधना साइड पे रखो. We will study that also. We will study the mantras also, shlokas. So ठीक है sir, you told us for the Chidatma Deha, the Atma, this Deha is Mahageha. Then what happened? To him, क्या है ना, तस्य अहंकार एव अस्मिन् मंत्री. तस्य अहंकार एव अस्मिन् मंत्री. Okay, अस्मिन् means in this very Deha, to this Adeha Chidatma, there is a mantri, minister, who is Ahankar. Ahankara Ventri. Second point. Third is very crucial. What is that? Tena eva kalpita deha geha abhimanam swam. है ना, देह गेह का अभिमान, आइडेंटिटी विद द देह जो गेह है एटसेट्रा, इत इंद्रिया मन, ये जो अभिमानम फॉर दिस अहंकार होता है. Now, when you listen this, then again you have to trace back to the Prakarana Granthas or the same text which we studied 5-6 chapters back, 60 days Jamne Pada, or in Upanishadic Vyakhyanam of Shankara we studied that in the Antakarana, in the Vijnanamaya Kosha, in that Aham Vritti, then Chit expresses Chidavasa, then Chidavasa Yukta Aham Vritti, when it becomes conscious or illumined aham vritti, then he becomes the knower, then he becomes the owner, then he becomes the identifier, then he becomes doer with through the upadis. Of that Chidavasa Yukta aham vritti is called as Ahankara here, Mantri. Inherently, he has his capacity to know, his capacity to identify, his capacity to become doer and enjoyer. He has got capacity, doesn't mean he should use that. The moment he uses it and superimposes it on the real self, the bondage happens. Just because I can jump from 20th floor, does it mean we should jump? Just because I can consume poison, does it mean I should? Just because I can stand in front of train, in railway track or on the road in front of bus. Same way, just because the Chidavasa Yukta Aham Vritti can identify with Sharira Mana Buddhi Prana and then own the world with Ahanta Mamata and work, doesn't mean that it can be done. It can be done. It is capable of doing, doesn't mean it should be done. है ना? 2000 रुपए है, अच्छा आजकल तो चल नहीं रहा हूँ, कुछ खरीद के चुरा उरा किसी को भोंकना, मेरे को भी भोंकना कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन जरूरत है क्या उसका करना? Is it allowed? No. Same way here. Now, understanding the bondage here, the pure self, to recognize him, we are in the body as a jiva, but that jiva ahankari, who is a mantri to the self, he chori chori chupke identifies with the upadhis. So, tera eva kalpitaha. Be attentive that abhimanam of even the Chidabhasa with the buddhi, saying that it is my buddhi, I am the knower through buddhi, it is my mana, I am the doer of the bhavana with my mana, it is my indriyas, I am the seer through the indriya. They are all kalpita. Deha geha abhimana. Why it is kalpita? And then Aitareya Upanishad Bhashya. Because continuously changing. Because it continuously changing, it is mithya. Because it is mithya, it is not real. Because it is not real, it is kalpita. Why kalpita? If it is satya, it should remain all the time same. Nahi rehta hai same, goes on changing means kalpita. Anything stays permanent is real. The screen behind the movie. Anything which goes on changing is kalpita, the movie projected on it. Mana is real because it is expression of conscious self. But in the mana, the vrittis are kalpita because they are going and coming, going and coming. Like I is real because the expression of the Lord, ability to see. But the darshana of I is the kalpita because the rupas are coming and going continuously. No perception is permanent. In the same way, deha geha avimanam swam kalpitaha. After that kalpana of the abhimana with the deha geha by this mantri, the ahankara, what he does next step, chidatmani samaropya. He superimposes all this tadatmita on the chidatma. This in our other text language, avidya, then aropana, avidya, ajnanam, then what is it? Avarana, then vikshepa, aropana. The self is hidden, avaranam. The not self is projected, the vikshepana. The not self is taken as the self, equal aropana. Non-apprehension of reality, misapprehension of the unreal, superimposing the unreal on the real means taking the unreal as a real. This is how the bandhana is happening. I am Chidananda, I am Chidatma. That I have first recognized in myself, same is everywhere. Instead of that, I appointed a mantri. This country mantri is identifying the upadhis, and that identification is superimposing on me. The ahankara superimposing its identity of the upadhis on self means what? Self me is considering that I am deha, I am mana, I am indriya. Am I saying it or not? How? Because it is superimposed on me. By whom? By mantri. Who? The ego. What is his job? He should be a mantri. He should only do what I say. Instead of that becoming a functional ego, he become independent ego. He identify with all of them. Then he is superimposed. Like I gave you the mantri giving intoxicants to the king. He is taking all decisions, all wrong ones, and he is telling the public that they are all the राजा का है, राजा के ऊपर यह आरोपण कर रहा है. And Raja is in that intoxication, is unaware. Here the self is not intoxicated. He is powerfully made to forget his glory by this Ahankara Mantri. Anytime the Raja can come out of this addiction, kick that Mantri out, or set him right, or appoint some better fellow. Anytime I can also reject my ego and identify with the essential pure conscious self. Tena, because of this superimposition, tadatmyam apannaha, now the self got identified, means I say that I am now body, mind, intellect, etc. Swacheshtitam. Then the chestas done by the ahankara with its identity with the upadis, asheshataha, without remaining anything, vidadhati chidanandi. Everything the doership and enjoyership, the ahankara superimposes on the chidatma. Tadvasita babu swayam. है ना? This ego is depending on the pure self, the Raja, yet all is kartutav, kartrutva, bhoktrutva, ego superimpositions on. That's why the sadhana, naham karta, naham bhokta, ahankara eva karta, ahankara eva bhokta, aham na ahankaraha, aham shuddha, aham swarupa, chidatma. So with this, the superimposition of the upadis through the ahankara on the self has come complete. Now the problem starts, the tamasha. What is tamasha? Tena sankalpitaha dehi. Tena sankalpita dehi means ego is the one who is doing all the sankalpas. Now the atat ho gaya, all of that superimposing on the self. Therefore, sankalpa nigada avrutaha. He is covered by the nigada, the whole jala, the mesh of sankalpas. He gets lost in the samsara. Who? The one who never can get lost in the samsara, that's Siddhatma. And what are the sankalpa nigada? Nigada means jhala. Makadi ka jal ki tarah. Putra, dara, gruha adini sankalpayati cha anisham. What a powerful thought it is, you know. This ego does the sankalpa कि ये मेरा मेरी पत्नी है या पति है, मेरा पुत्र है, ये मेरा घर है. All of them are done by the ahankara. But all of them are superimposed on the self. It is me. Then I say, my wife, my. The pure self is not even body. How can it have the wife and husband, children and houses? But see the ahankara's jadu. Identified with upadhi, and that it's superimposed on the self. Then self, intoxicated by, misguided by the ahankara, considers that he is the one now, the husband, she is the wife, or he is the wife, she is the wife's husband, the children. All nothing but sankalpa. Here two types of sankalpa. वन पत्नी चाहिए वाला संकल्प पाने के बाद ये मेरी पत्नी है वाला संकल्प. पुत्र चाहिए वाला संकल्प होने के बाद ये मेरा पुत्र. घर चाहिए वाला पहला संकल्प होने के बाद दिस इज माय हाउस. गॉड. दिस इज हाउ द बंधन हैपेंस. मेरे को यहां से मैंने कहा ना इन दिस चैप्टर ऑल प्रॉब्लम्स आर ट्रेस्ड टू संकल्प. शुरू हो गया. Therefore, toward the end, what will be told? You know, go to any number of worlds, do any number of yajnayagas, upasanas, Veda, Dhenam, Shastras, kuch bhi karo. There's no second sadhana for moksha other than sankalpa tyaga. Hey, thus, Kusha, just do the duty that comes in front of you and reveling in the Brahma Tattva. Don't allow any sankalpa in you. You are Jivan Mukta. If you can really, this is the very highest, as I told you, these are the level of Mandukya Karika, this is the level of Yoga Vasishta. Yoga Vasishta, Rubhugita, Mandukya Karika, and this last portion of Valmiki's teachings are of the highest order. Even to listen and understand, it is so frightening. Forget about practice. Only few deserving one, able one can do it. So that portion, little more about Bandhanam, we'll study, followed by which Bhagavan Valmikiji also teaches the Moksha Paddhati. Same thing, reverse karo to moksha hai. But some techniques are taught. Let us do them slowly. No need to be hurrying. Only 3 more, 4 more chapters are there. और ये भी थोड़ा 15 श्लोक का है, एक आध दिन लगे, ध्यान से पढ़ेंगे. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Friends, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Let us do our everyday Parayanams with beautiful Shraddha and whatever the capacities. नहीं ना, नो शक्यम स्मार्थ कर्म जो कहते हैं ना, स्पिरिचुअलिटी का कभी शक्तियाँ नहीं होते हैं, शक्तियाँ लाना पड़ता है. सबर नहीं होता है, सबर लाना पड़ता है. विश्वास नहीं होता है, करना पड़ता है. श्रद्धा इच्छा नहीं होते हैं, लाना पड़ता है. यही मेहनत है. Otherwise, leaving it that I don't want to do this and all go, anybody can do it. Leaving the sadhana is not sadhana. Na? In spite of all difficulties, sitting, bringing the mind to concentration, buddhi to the shraddha, then intellect again buddhi to the vicharana of what we are doing, why we are doing, how to do. This effort is called spiritual sadhana. What we do throughout our day's 6 classes, if it is all Siddhanta, this next 20 minutes what we do, actually it is a sadhana. Where through mantrocharana we are praying to divine to bless us, through the Ashtotras, through the Stotra Parayana, we are expressing our devotions and commitments, all the while learning the arts of single pointedness, learning the art of loving spirituality, learning the art of managing time and mind for sadhana, art of focusing them, art of avoiding worldliness, ability to reject the samsara. In that way, strengthening the sadhaka in us, empowering the sadhaka in us, which is most essential. I know coming to theory classes itself is so tough. Double tough is doing this type of sitting half an hour and doing chanting like type sadhana. More tough than this is individually, independently, all doing the श्रौत स्मार्त कर्म. और सबसे कठिन है एकांत में बैठकर तत्व चिंतन करना. डिफिकल्ट है, इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है. जितना भी डिफिकल्ट है उसको पॉसिबल करना है, बिकॉज दैट इज द ओनली वे फॉर मोक्ष. मोक्ष नहीं चाहिए तो मत करो, नहीं करोगे तो मोक्ष नहीं मिलेगा. मोक्ष नहीं है तो बंधन में रहोगे. अब सहते रहना बंधन को, कंप्लेंट नहीं करना. यू आर गिवन द पाथ ऑफ लिबरेशन, ऑल टेक्निक्स आर टोल्ड, एंड इफ यू बाय एनी रीजन से आई कांट, you will remain as can't only. You will always suffer the limitations of bondage. No moksha. इसलिए that mind which was taking us into the worldliness, same mind when it weakens us by saying that it is difficult, it can't be done, has to be conquered by the himmat hausla of the buddhi, the commitments, the anushtanas, the will powers, the promises pratignyas done to the Lord or the Guru. These are the ones which defeat the enemy of the mind, which will never get easily defeated. माइंड इज लाइक रावणासुर. एक सर काट दिया फिर से आता है, काटो फिर से आता रहता हूं. टुडे यू डिफीट माइंड एंड डू साधना वेल, डजंट मीन टुमारो इट्स गारंटीड. विद डबल द फोर्स द माइंड विल कम टुमारो. इट इज लाइक जरासंध. एक बार 23 अक्षौणी साइन लेकर फिर से आएगा, वो फिर से आएगा, फिर से आएगा. इसलिए गजनी मोहम्मद, गजनी राक्षस, उनका नाम ही ऐसे होते हैं, मोहम और मदम. मोहम्मद, अहम एंड मदम, अहम मद. आधा नाम अक्रम होते हैं, क्रम होते ही नहीं है ना. अजगर होता है उनका नाम, पाइथान ओनली. असत उत्हीन, असत उत्कृष्टेन हीन. यहाँ का एमपी है. सो वी हैव टू बी केयरफुल इन ऑल दीज थिंग्स and not allow that mind, python, mind rakshasa, which has 1,000 heads. One you remove, another comes every day. स्पिरिचुअलिटी का ना मुश्किल है. It is not like a path pagadandi. Today I made it clear, therefore tomorrow it remains same. Every day you have to make your path. Are we not saying every day? Every day it's a tough thing to come to class, sit here, study. You were that's why kal ka nahi sochna. Today let us become successful. Like that, every day aim at that day's success of study, manana, chintana, dhyana. देखते देखते साधना होता जाता है. Like I give the example of focus not beyond the focus of floodlights. See what the floodlights are showing. Go up to that place. The further is shown to you automatically. That way, one day take command of, take charge of. In that one day do sadhana, the rest is taken care. That's how we should find our own techniques which are work for us. But the technique should work, sadhana should happen. We should enjoy doing, we should enjoy growing also. So let us spend some time. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutakalasastaaya Sarvame Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Bhagyabdi Chandrika Bhakta Chittakeki Ghanagana Roga Bharata Dambholir Mrutyudar Kutarikayi Namo Namaha. Om Nasai Roga Hare Samapira Japata Nirantara Hanumata Veera. Om Sri Hanumat Veeraya Namaha. ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. 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 This Hanuman mantra we started at the time of Corona. Please bless, because he was given the charge of warding of this disease when invoked. We just continued as a prevention. Then we started Shiva mantra because we started Adhyatma Ramayana Adhyanam and we needed his blessings. And Dhanvantari also we started, Nasai Roga also we started for that purpose. Then Nrsimha special blessings we invoked to ward off the big calamities which were coming, including that Ukraine-Russia war or any other of tsunamis or floods or earthquakes were coming. To ward off all that, Nrsimha mantra we started. Then one day suddenly the Rama Mahima, Nama Mahima, in the beginning of Adhyatma Ramayana, when it was revealed, we started taking Ramanama. Then our stotras, ashtotras, every one of them are started by God's grace to invoke God's grace to reach the God's abode. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. ओम वज्र नखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गुष्ठाय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्र नखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गुष्ठाय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्र नखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गुष्ठाय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय. Before Ramanama, Rama Sahasranama, in continuation of the thought which we were sharing 2 minutes back, those who do live life, Vyavaharik and spiritual sadhana life, on the basis of moods which continuously swing, can never be stable in its proper dharmic vyavahara. Forget about sadhana, because mood never allows the sadhana to do. Then on what we have to depend on? Only on our drudhati drudha nischayatmaka pratignya purvaka sankalpa. Satu dirghakala nairantarya satkara sevitaha, then only drudha bhumi. That was the purpose for which the diksha from the guru is taken, And out of the obligation or pratigna done in front of the Guru, in spite of all temptation, distractions, the sadhanas were done in those days that they used to reach Siddhi quickly. In today's world, we don't take these things as commitments. Commitment, Dhrudha Sankalpa, is the only one which consistently puts on sadhana. Left to our moods swinging, तो एक दिन क्लास आने को मन होता है, एक दिन नहीं होता, एक दिन 10 मिनट में चले आते, एक दिन आधे घंटे में चले आते हैं. You are a moody मूढ़ा मूर्खा. You will never grow in life. Forget about sadhana. Sadhana means बुखार आए, मृत्यु आ जाए, आईसीयू में बैठे, any relatives come, whoever come, you came, just very good, sit there. 1 hour I am going for my class. Half an hour I have to do my japa. 20 minutes I have my puja. The one who's committed, he alone can do. The one who swings according to moods and situations, he will be a pakka samsari only. He has no his own personal strong goal, he can never reach. याद रखना इस बात को. Are we not experiencing some of us who are committed to the classes in spite of all difficulties? And rewards also we are being given for that. And the others were so weak in their commitment according to the mood. कुछ फ्रेश है माइंड, आगे क्लास. थोड़ा नींद हो गया तो सो जाते हैं, डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो गया भाग जाते हैं, खाने को मन आ गया भाग जाते हैं, कोई दोस्त बुलाया चले आते हैं, सेल फोन आ गया उसके साथ जाते हैं, क्रिकेट मैच हो रहा है उसको देखते हैं. एंड टू अवर अनफॉर्चुनेट थिंग, दे आर गोइंग ऑन एवरी डे. T10 होता है, T20 होता है, 22 टाइप्स ऑफ सीरीज होते हैं वहाँ. ओनली वन प्ले. इफ यू गो फॉर अदर स्पोर्ट्स, अभी देखो 1,50,000 बच्चों का अभी क्रीडा चल रहा है, अगले दिसंबर 8-10 तारीख से 2 महीने खा जाएगा वो. स्टिलिंग स्पोर्ट्स का हो, मूवीज का हो, सीरियल्स का हो, इंटरवल्स का हो, पीपल का हो, दे आर नो इनटू दैट. दे विल ग्रो ओनली डे बाय डे. And if we say after all of them finish, then I come to spirituality, they will never finish. We only die one day. That is my commitment. And how struggle it is to follow the commitment, to fulfill the pratigna. We know that struggle is called sadhana. That's what pleases the God. That ability to give up the worldliness and take up the sadhana, that's called tapasya. That tapa, that tadapa is called tapasya. That's the only one which removes the inner urges which are pushing us towards the world and fills the heart with the positive urges which will take us towards the divinity. So it is so simple, practical, logical. बस अब आपको करने का हिम्मत हौसला होना है. उसको छोड़ो, इसको पकड़ो. एंड एनी टाइम पकड़ा हुआ छोड़ना आसान होता है, छूट गया तो फिर से पकड़ना मुश्किल होता है. इसे ऑलरेडी पकड़ चुके हैं तो छोड़ो मत बस. वी आर डूइंग दैट. पकड़ ली है वो नहीं छोड़ेंगे, कम वाट में. क्लियर इन दिस वे. ओम राम 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 राम. Today Rama Sahasranamali 700 to 800. See the 700th name, see the coincidence. What is it? Sankalpaya Namaha. Yesterday we saw Nidagaya Namaha, the Nidaga Rupa Samvada of Rupa Geetha, Ram ka Namaya Nidaga. In Ramayana we were studying about Sankalpa Tyaga of the worldliness, Sankalpa Swikarana of the Adhyatmika Sadhana. Ramji ka pehla naam Sankalpaya Namaha. See how the blessing. You should have been alert enough to understand them. Om Sankalpaya Namaha, Om Sharvari Pataye Namaha, Om Paramartha Gurave Namaha, Om Ruddhaya Namaha, Om Shuchaye Namaha, Om Ashrita Vatsalaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Jishnave Namaha, Om Vibhave Namaha, Om Vandyaya Namaha, Om Yagneshaya Namaha, ओम यज्ञपालकाय नमः, ओम प्रभविष्णवे नमः, ओम ग्रसिष्णवे नमः, ओम लोकात्मने नमः, ओम लोकभावनाय नमः, ओम केशवाय नमः, ओम केशिघ्ने नमः, ओम काव्याय नमः, ओम कवये नमः, ओम कारणकारणाय नमः, ओम कालकर्त्रे नमः, ओम कालशेषाय नमः, ओम वासुदेवाय नमः, ओम पुरुष्टुताय नमः, ओम आदिकर्त्रे नमः, ओम वराहाय नमः, ओम माधवाय नमः, ओम मधुसूदनाय नमः, ओम नारायणाय नमः, ओम नराय नमः, ओम हंसाय नमः, ओम विश्वक्सेनाय नमः, ओम जनार्दनाय नमः, ओम विश्वकर्त्रे नमः, ओम महायज्ञाय नमः, ओम ज्योतिष्मते नमः, ओम पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः, ओम वैकुंठाय नमः, ओम पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः, ओम कृष्णाय नमः, ओम सूर्याय नमः, ओम सुरार्चिताय नमः, ओम नारसिंहाय नमः, ओम महाभीमाय नमः, ओम वक्रदंष्ट्राय नमः, ओम नखायुधाय नमः, ओम आदिदेवाय नमः, ओम जगत्कर्त्रे नमः, ओम योगीशाय नमः, ओम गरुड़ध्वजाय नमः, ओम गोविंदाय नमः, ओम गोपतये नमः, ओम गोप्त्रे नमः, ओम भूपतये नमः, ओम भुवनेश्वराय नमः, ओम पद्मनाभाय नमः, ओम ऋषिकेशाय नमः, ओम धात्रे नमः, ओम दामोदराय नमः, ओम प्रभवे नमः, ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः, ओम त्रिलोकेशाय नमः, ओम ब्रह्मेशाय नमः, ओम प्रीतिवर्धनाय नमः, ओम वामनाय नमः, ओम दुष्टदमनाय नमः, ओम गोविंदाय नमः, ओम गोपवल्लभाय नमः, ओम भक्तप्रियाय नमः, ओम अच्युताय नमः, ओम सत्याय नमः, ओम सत्यकीर्तये नमः, ओम धृत्यै नमः, ओम स्मृत्यै नमः, ओम कारुण्याय नमः, ओम करुणाय नमः, ओम व्यासाय नमः, ओम पापघ्ने नमः, ओम शांतिवर्धनाय नमः, ओम सन्यासिने नमः, ओम शास्त्र तत्वज्ञाय नमः, ओम मंदराद्रिनिकेतनाय नमः, ओम बदरी निलयाय नमः, ओम शांताय नमः, ओम तपस्विने नमः, ओम वैद्युतप्रभाय नमः, ओम भूतावासाय नमः, ओम गुहावासाय नमः, ओम श्रीनिवासाय नमः, ओम श्रियःपतये नमः, ओम तपोवासाय नमः, ओम मुदावासाय नमः, ओम सत्यवासाय नमः, ओम सनातनाय नमः, ओम पुरुषाय नमः, ओम पुष्कराय नमः, ओम पुण्याय नमः, ओम पुष्कराक्षाय नमः, ओम महेश्वराय नमः, ओम पूर्ण मूर्तये नमः, ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. Let us do the last thing, 5 minutes, Rubho Gita. Yesterday we have done up to 29 mantras. Let us do the remaining today. Om Atha Shri Shivarasye Rubhu Gita Atha Chaturthodhyayah. From the 28th mantra, please open the book, chant 4th chapter, Rubhu Gita. किंचिदस्तीति चेत चित्ते सर्वं भवति शीघ्रतः यत्किंचित् किमपि क्वापि नास्ति चेत् न प्रसज्यति तस्मादेतत् क्वचित् नास्ति त्वं नाहं वा इमे इदं केवलं ब्रह्ममात्रत्वात् नास्त्यनात्मेति निश्चिनु नास्ति दृष्टान्तकं लोके नास्ति दार्ष्टान्तिकं क्वचित् केवलं ब्रह्ममात्रत्वात् नास्त्यनात्मेति निश्चिनो परं ब्रह्माहमस्मि अस्तीति स्मरणस्य मनो न हि ब्रह्ममात्रं जगदिदं ब्रह्ममात्रत्वमाप्यहि चिन्मात्रं केवलं चाहं नास्त्यनात्मेति निश्चिनो इत्यात्मनिर्णयं प्रोक्तं भवते सर्वसङ्ग्रहं सकृच्छ्रवणमात्रेण ब्रह्मैव भवति स्वयं रुभुः भगवान् को नु पदं मे वदतां वरा यच्छ्रुत्वा तत्क्षणात् मुच्येतु महासंसारसङ्कटात् अहमेव परं ब्रह्म अहमेव परं सुखम्. See how beautiful are the abhyasas. I told you Rama Gita is one text which makes while chanting only the entire Brahma abhyas. अहमेव परं ब्रह्म अहमेव परं सुखम् अहमेवाहमेवाहम् अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् अहं चैतन्यमेवास्मि दिव्यज्ञानात्मको हि अहं सर्वाक्षरविहीनोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् अहमर्थविहीनोऽस्मि इदमर्थविवर्जितः सर्वानर्थविमुक्तोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् नित्यशुद्धोऽस्मि बुद्धोऽस्मि नित्योऽस्म्यत्यन्तनिर्मलः नित्यानन्दस्वरूपोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं नित्यपूर्णस्वरूपोऽस्मि सच्चिदानन्दमस्म्यहं केवलाद्वैतरूपोऽहम् अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् अनिर्देश्य स्वरूपोऽस्मि आदिहीनोऽस्म्यनन्तकः अप्राकृतः स्वरूपोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं स्वस्वसङ्कल्पहीनोऽहं सर्वाविद्याविवर्जितः सर्वमस्मि तदेवास्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं सर्वनामादिहीनोऽहं सर्वरूपविवर्जितः सर्वसङ्गविहीनोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं सर्ववाचां विधिश्चास्मि सर्ववेदावधिः परः सर्वकालावधिश्चास्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं सर्वरूपावधिश्चाहं सर्वनामावधिः सुखं सर्वकल्पावधिश्चास्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् अहमेव सुखं नान्यत् अहमेव चिदव्ययः अहमेवास्मि सर्वत्र अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं केवलं ब्रह्ममात्रात्मा केवलं शुद्धचिद्घनः केवलाखण्डसारोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं केवलं ज्ञानरूपोऽस्मि केवलाकाररूपवान् केवलात्यन्तसारोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं सत्स्वरूपोऽस्मि कैवल्य स्वरूपोऽस्म्यहमेव हि अर्थानर्थविहीनोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् अप्रमेयस्वरूपोऽस्मि अप्रतर्क्यस्वरूपवान् अप्रगृह्यस्वरूपोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् अरसस्युतरूपोऽस्मि अनुतापविवर्जितः अनुस्यूतप्रकाशोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं सर्वकर्मविहीनोऽहं सर्वभेदविवर्जितः सर्वसन्देहहीनोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् अहं भावविहीनोऽस्मि विहीनोऽस्मीति मे न च सर्वदा ब्रह्मरूपोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं ब्रह्म ब्रह्मादिहीनोऽस्मि केशवत्वादिन क्वचित् शङ्करादिविहीनोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं तूष्णीमेवावभासोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं किञ्चिन्नासि परो नास्ति किञ्चिदस्मि परोऽस्मि च न शरीरप्रकाशोऽस्मि जगद्भासकरो न च चिद्घनोऽस्मि चिदंक्षोऽस्मि सत्स्वरूपोऽस्मि सर्वदा मुदामुदितरूपोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलं न बालोऽस्मि न वृद्धोऽस्मि न युवास्मि परात्परः न च नानास्वरूपोऽस्मि अहं ब्रह्मास्मि केवलम् इमं स्वानुभवं प्रोक्तं सर्वोपनिषदां परं रसं यो वा को वा शृणोतीदं ब्रह्मैव भवति स्वयं न स्थूलोऽप्यननुर्न तेज न स्थूलोऽप्यननुर्न तेजमरुताम् आकाशनीरक्षमा भूतान्तर्गतकोशका हृदयादि आकाशमात्राक्रमैः उद्ग्रन्थश्रुतिशास्त्रसूत्रकरणैः किञ्चिज्ञ सर्वज्ञता बुद्ध्या मोहितमायया श्रुतिशतैर्भो जानते शङ्करम् इति शिवरहस्ये शङ्कराख्ये षष्ठांशे ऋभुनिदाघसंवादो नाम चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। It continues throughout the thing. Aham Brahmasmi. We are made to say hundreds of times by this beautiful text, Rubhu Gita. Good, no? During this Kartika Masam, we have taken up the Parayana of it as we are also coming to the conclusion of Adhyatma Ramayana Adhyayanam and have begun the study of some stotrams. Good. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो विष्णुदासरथाय नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मलोकं व्यासाय योगिनः तत्पुरुषाय तन्नो रुद्रमङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय। बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय। रामायण महाभारत भागवत वर्षम गीता परमसूत्र योग वाष्ट पातंजलि योग दर्शन अध्यात्म रामायण सुसंहिता शिवपुराण रूप गीता आदि समस्त सनातन वैदिक संस्कृति श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय। वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय। वेद व्यास वाल्मीकि स्वामी तुलसीदास रामायणाचार्य की जय। वेद व्यास वैशंपायन ढोलकादि शंकर ब्रह्मदाचार्य की जय। हिरण्यगर्भ कपिल पतंजलि व्यास आदि योग दर्शनाचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संदन की जय। सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। राम पार्वती मध्य हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद ज्ञान की जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम। अम्बे माता की जय। श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। रूप रीताक संवाद रूप श्री रूप गीता महाशास्त्र की जय। आदिशंकर भगवान की जय। शिवापराध क्षमापण स्तोत्रादि प्रकरण ग्रंथ की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। अध्यात्म के जीवन स्रवंत की जय। बाबा प्रे करो टुमारो इलेक्शन रिजल्ट्स कुछ गड़बड़ अंदर हो जाए, गड़बड़ हो या जो हो सही हो, let the correct parties win who really take care of the dharma sanatana, so to the rajya straight. And also the elections coming next year, see to it that for extra 100 years at least, Sanatana Dharma loving people should be in the power, not the other selfish fellows who doesn't know the glory of human life, evolution, need of spirituality, that too through Sanatana Dharma. Such highly materialistic, power mongering people, if you elect as leaders through election, you will have it. You will suffer, your children, grandchildren, everybody will suffer because there will be big jolt for Sanatana Dharma. We all are there, all sadhu, santa, rishi. हम तो करेंगे बट हमको ना थोड़ा अनुकूल वातावरण तो वी डू. अब प्रतिकूल लोग आते रहते हैं तो मुश्किल होगा. Such governments which make it obligation and compulsory and governmental, constitutional to be spiritual Hinduism wise. In short, make the whole nation Hindu, change the whole constitution according to it, given priority to first the values and Shastra Jnanam, then all else. And no harm to anyone on any basis. मैं तो इसके लिए डेली प्रार्थना करूंगा, 1000 जन्म तक करते रहूंगा जितने जन्म होंगे. Not only in Bharata Mata, whole universe should learn the principles of Sanatana Dharma, which are givers both of Dharmartha Kamoksha or Mukti and Mukti. Thank you for your patient listening. As every day, my prayers for all of us to grow spiritually. Prayers and gratitudes to you and your family members too for sparing you. They also must be thanking me. Hmm. Hmm. यह मंगल आरती हो गया, शांति मंत्र हो गया. सी यू टुमारो. December 3, the greatest tragedy day. Exactly 1984 means how many years? 16, 23, 39 years.